to nominate a moderator.
I'd like to make a motion to nominate Danny Hopeful as the nominator.
Is there a second? Is there any discussion on the the moderator? If none, all those in favor of Danny Holtzclaw being appointed as the moderator, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Item number 1 on the agenda is to consider and vote on a resolution titled Resolution to Appropriate $264,000 for the installation of natural gas lines and related equipment, and to authorize the issue of loans, bonds, notes, or other obligations in an amount not to exceed $264,000 to finance said appropriation. At this time, I'd like to ask if anyone has any comments or questions that they'd like to address at this time under public comments. Yes, Mr. Larson.
Good day, Dan Larson, 147 Hope Valley Road. Thank you first off for bringing this to this town meeting, Rham meeting. Just a few things on natural gas. Just want to again remind people of energy efficient, highest energy efficient ratings that there is, readily available. You know, there's plenty to go around. It's probably better than oil. BTU for BTU, the best fuel for the money. And that's one of the reasons why the power companies have changed over to natural gas for fueling their generators. Cleanest fuel available for the environment, the fossil fuel I'm talking about. And the burner equipment, it'll help reduce costs on maintenance for the equipment. The oil burners which we have now, natural gas is great for helping to maintain cleanliness and keep the cost of payback or repairs down, and rapid payback. About the best payback I think we're going to be able to get. So I encourage everyone to think and seriously consider natural gas and vote for this project. Thank you.
Ken Yolster, 181 South Main Street, Marlboro. I think this is a good move for Rham. I know it's definitely a benefit for Hebron. My only concern is that I haven't really heard any input to Marlboro or any information from Marlboro as to how this is going to impact Marlboro and Andover down the road when we're no longer part of the consortium. And you know, basically, I take it that Hebron, with all the town buildings, with all schools, would be hooked up. Elementary schools
I
too?
would defer to Mr. Tierney or someone from...
Would that be true?
I'm a little miffed about not being part of the consortium. I don't understand that.
Well, the consortium's going to end, right, for heating oil anyway.
Okay, yeah, so you're talking about the joint purchasing of the heating oil?
Yes.
Okay,
So that would basically come to an end once.
not exactly. It's already been reduced. And Bob, you can answer
And
that.
there are other districts that are part of the consortium. For example, Lebanon is part of the consortium. If I'm not mistaken, Wilmington's part of the consortium along with Marlboro. So the consortium is intact. I don't remember the names of all the members that are there, but I do know that the consortium will remain intact.
Okay, then I guess I'm just not sure what the ramifications will be after Hebron and Rham no longer need to be purchasing heating oil. So I'm just not sure how that's going to end up working out down the road.
I think, from my understanding, Ken, of the dynamics of it, is that oil prices will continue to be volatile. They will still fix the price in probably the fall. And when you look at the number of gallons that are burned, the consortium, I think, will probably be 70% of what it was in the past.
To answer your question, we've already gone forward with the consortium. We just took off the buildings that are being proposed to switch over to natural gas. So this October, we still got together with the Marlboro boards of ed and the town, and the buildings in the town of Hebron that are still going to be dependent upon heating oil. So that's alive and well. As Bob stated, there might be a little bit of a bump due to the lesser gallonage use, but other than that, I still see that consortium being needed for at least the future.
Okay.
Yes,
I believe this is the proper way to go. The only question I have is, because I just heard it talked about both ways, is the removal of the oil tank here included in that price?
Our understanding is from our last meeting that the cost, yes.
It is included in the total.
260.
I think that, there have been a couple of questions raised about the timeline and the scheduling of the removal of the tank, because if we're, as you know, we're locked into so many gallons. If we have to take delivery of those gallons, maybe there's a way that we can use those to benefit some of the other towns. So it's part of it, but exactly where that will fit on the timeline is still up for discussion.
I just wanted to make that comment because for people, I mean, the board knows it, I'm sure, and a lot of our boards know it, but after 20 years, those tanks have to come out and they're just a liability, you know, being underground, so that will eliminate our issue, potential environmental impact. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Just to reiterate that, we did get 2 quotes on that, if I'm correct, Bob, and it was in the range of $30,000 to pull the tank, so it's firmed up.
Thank you.
Would anyone else like to address the board or share any comments at this time? Hearing none, I will close the public comments, and I'll need a motion that the resolution to appropriate $264,000 for the installation of natural gasoline and related equipment, and to authorize the issue of loans, bonds, notes, or other obligations in an amount not to exceed $264,000 to finance said appropriation to be approved, and the following question be voted upon. Question 1, shall a supplemental appropriation of $264,000 for the installation of natural gasolines and related equipment, and to authorize the issue of loans, bonds, notes, or other obligations in an amount not to exceed $264,000 to finance said appropriation be approved. So we need a motion and a second. A motion made by Mr. Jacobson. Is there a second? Second by Mr. Nadia. At this point, we'll bring it to question. If anybody has not signed in and received a ballot, Mrs. Munn has all the paperwork to help you with that. At this time, the green ballots, you should have received one and filled it out. And Kathy, are we giving these ballots to you?
Yep,
Okay. Do you want them to be brought to the table, or are they handed to you? Or
I'll get them. Bob will get them.
We're going to take a few minutes to complete this.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and 3 no.
The board clerk has indicated that the result of the question is 29 yes and 3 no's. Any abstentions? No abstentions. Okay, so the motion passes. At this time, I need a motion to adjourn the meeting. Motion made by Mr. Castagna, second by Benson Clark. Any question? Any discussion? If not, all those in favor of adjourning, say aye. We are adjourned. Thank you.